Max, it's the question I'm sure you're bored of answering. How are you feeling? Weight cut, all the rest of it.
I feel good, man. I feel great. The weight cut is tonight, so I can't wait for it.
Being serious though, have you noticed a difference from going up to 155 or 145, or did you basically keep the same sort of size throughout that experiment up there?
Yeah, we tried to keep the same size. I knew when I took the fight, I told him that in the summertime I want to come back down and defend my throne, and and that's what we did. We already knew that summertime that we'd have to come back to 45 maybe, and we just stayed ready for that.
Yesterday at the open workouts, you said you consider yourself 1-0 every time you win a fight. You never try and get momentum. But for this one, you are coming in off a loss. Did you find there a new fire in the gym? Because you've been winning for so long, it's an unfamiliar feeling. Did you notice a difference in training for this?
Every fight is different. Every fight I find fire and this and that, and I'm going to know every fight, like I said. And when we was getting ready for the fight, there's no extra thing out of that, it's just, if I could say, it's just reminding people, like people tend to forget in the sport real fast. You're only as good as your last fight, they say, and this next one is going to be a great one.
Are you looking forward, because obviously your win over Brian Ortega was a masterpiece, and then you gave Dustin a great fight. It sounds like you're trying to put on another sort of clinic here.
Yeah, that's the day. Every time I go out there, I try to do a masterpiece. That's what it is, If you want to be the greatest, these fights, I don't want these fights to be looking close, When you want to be the greatest of all time, you got to make these fights look like what is going on, Like how I had you guys against, with the last time I was in Toronto, I want you guys scratching your guys' heads again. Like, what did I just watch?
Have you upset DC yet? You keep calling him out. He seems to never respond. Maybe he's scared of you. I don't know. But have you got anything back from him yet?
That is man on the planet. Yeah, he don't want this. He doesn't want it at all. I told him, bro, you better hope Stipe make that walk, because if not, a Hawaiian is gonna take it next month, and I'll probably step in there at 215. I'll hit every single luau that I can and get huge.
Who beats who in the cupcake eating contest between the two of you?
Oh man, DC, I challenge you to that. Maybe he answered that. Cupcake eating challenge, DC, holla at me.
Earlier this week, you posted on Instagram about some stuff that's happening in Hawaii. For people who don't know, and including myself, a bit ignorant to that sort of stuff, can you explain what's happening there and what exactly it means to you and why you posted that?
Yeah, I posted what I posted on top of my Instagram, and thank you for asking. And it's a super serious situation right now, and if you want to, you can go look it up and see what I talked about through my Instagram. But right now, I don't want to talk about it too much, because sometimes I say something, people chop it up in different ways, and it looks crazy, and it's so sensitive. The topic is so sensitive right now. So, if you want to go and read about it, like you said, you can head on over to my IG, and then you can look it up and figure out what's going on.
Yeah, it's perhaps a bit of an awkward time to ask you when you're about to fight someone in your underpants in a couple of days, but I wanted to give you that opportunity. And there's one thing you said in the Instagram where people need to start talking together to each other with a bit more respect and a bit more understanding, and I think everyone can sort of relate to that. Would you agree?
Yeah, it's period. It's not only that; it's a life thing. Everybody, like, we're not getting nowhere in life trying to bring down something else or this and that with vulgar language and stuff. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, you're probably gonna see this guy and this and that. So yeah, just keep it peaceful.
I think that's a smaller island mentality, right? You all know each other, you all know what's going on. Do you think you have to kind of grow up watching your mouth in case you do bump into them at the cupcake store or wherever?
Yeah, it's like that Jorge. You can see Jorge. That's the kind of place we come from, where like, okay, you run your mouth, then when you see you, something goes down. That's just how it is. But yeah, now we in this social media stuff where people around the world can just say something and think they can get away with it. So it's just crazy.
After this fight, do you defend against Alex Volkanovski in Melbourne?
I will see what happens, I don't know, I'm not a fortune teller, or I can't see into the future. If you know someone that can, tell them they got a seat on the Bless Express and a seat with Team Max Holloway. So let me know if you know those guys. I don't know what's going on, that's the thing about this sport. It's so uncertain, like uncertainty is crazy. Uncertainty is crazy here. Like, like these other sports, basketball, even boxing, baseball, whatever it is, whatever football, they have a set schedule, so they know what they're doing, practically like every week. Us, after July 27, I don't know what I'm doing on July 28. I don't know what I'm doing on July 29. We don't know, you know. So we just wait, we see, and wait for the call.
I was going to leave it there, but you just had a young man here, Mini Bless, show up. What's it been like as an opportunity to teach him as a father? You came in on a loss. He's only seen you win, win, win. What's it been like to be able to show him that just because you lose doesn't mean you're a loser?
Yeah, I think you kind of used to do that on flag football, huh? Losing. I'm just joking. It's just
He absolutely no-sold that.
the kid is competitive, you know. Like when that last fight, everybody cheering Agnes like, no, the kid should be this. I'm like, look, this guy. If you look at it in the olden days, this kid is like a Spartan. When he was born, he just seen Spartans doing Spartan stuff. That's how it is. When he was born, he just seen me training, you know. And I talked to him and I asked him like, why were you crying? I made it clear to let him know, why were you crying? He's like, were you crying because I was getting punched in the face? Were you crying because I have this big gash on my face, blood, this and that? And he goes, no. I was like, why are you crying? He's like, because you lost. I'm like, this kid is just competitive, you know. It's a human nature. You see someone you love lose, you feel for him, you know. And kid is only 7, so it's good to learn, you know. You need these losses. You need these things. You got to feel these things. I think Ray Allen speaked on it. It was going viral on top of social media. Somebody speaked on it, how they said the kids, they got to learn this kind of stuff so they can deal with it, you know. And, you know, nowadays things is with, like, participation trophies and stuff. You know, like James Harrison, a famous a Pittsburgh Steelers football player, talked about it. Like I don't want my kid getting a participation in a trophy. Like, what, he did nothing for it. Like, I grew up a time where, like, you know, first, second, third, that's it. You know what I mean? You be competitive and you compete. You don't just get something because you showed up. They're like, oh yeah, here it is. You know, congratulations, you showed up today. Like, no. So it's cool.
Thank you very much, Max.